My name is Gretchen. I'm the Restless Thrifter, and I'm a reseller on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. I buy used things to resell online. I like to look for cute styles that people are on the hunt for and maybe can't find locally or don't want to scour their thrift stores. Or heck, resellers are scouring thrift stores all over the country, all over the world, and bringing them to people on things like eBay. So I picked up some things on my vacation to Colorado, and this particular batch is from an area it's west of the Rockies, Carbondale and what's the other? Glenwood Springs are the two places I went. I went to 3 different thrift stores there. It's kind of near Vail and Aspen, so I did find some higher end things. I'm really excited about it. I also came across a dollar rack that was pretty good, although a lot of the sizes were very small. And if you're a reseller, you know that smaller sizes are more plentiful out there and therefore harder to sell. Also, the average American woman is a size 12 or up, 14 or up really, but majority. I think it's like 67% the last time I checked. Okay, we're gonna get started, and I've got a designer brand to start with. I've already researched everything and created drafts in Vendoo, which is what I use to publish to. And let's get it going. I've got to pull them up. So when you see me looking down, I'm looking at my laptop. The first one is this Missoni top. It's a sweater. It's called a tunic because it's a longer length, but it's really just a longer length top. A tunic, in most people's minds, is a looser fit, you know, boxy, not this kind of thing. But it's a knit sweater with these pretty colors. This is classic Missoni chevron stripes. Here's the Missoni label. And I didn't have a size tag on the up there, but I did find one. You can sometimes find one in here. And it was in European sizing or French or Italian, or I guess it would be Italian. I'll have to make sure I've got the right size, but it was in size. It's a size 40. The ASP was $36. Really expect it to be higher since this was probably $900 retail. That's crazy, isn't it? $900. I paid $10.14. I thought it was going to be $6, but overall in that particular store, I bought 3 things and it came to 30 something. So I just averaged it out. And so 10.14. Where's the third thing I bought in there? It must be at the bottom. I'll dig for it. It was also a good one. The sell-through rate, 5%. I'm going to put here how I calculate sell-through rate. I'll never have something that's over 100%. I'll very rarely have anything that is 100% because 100% sell-through rate means that there's 0 items still listed. And in eBay, if you're looking, it's in the last 90 days, and there's almost always at least one thing listed, right? So it's not 100% sell-through rate because 100% means everything in the last 90 days sold. A 50% sell-through rate would be what some people call 100 because there's an equal amount, right? 50-50. 5% regardless of how you calculate it, not good. But it is a high-end top. I didn't even comp any of this stuff. So keep in mind, none of this was comped because I had 0 service. AT&T does not like that area apparently. And I could not get cell service. I also got a little lost, but that's another topic. So Missoni, I'm gonna price it for $49. At the end of this, I will tell you everything I spent and my estimated value for everything in this haul. And there's some good things. I found some brands I've never found before. I've never actually found a real Missoni. I found one for Target, which is Missoni, but it's, you know, in collaboration with Target. Now that I'm back in Texas, my allergies are in full force again. Actually, I have to say it never slowed down in Colorado either. It's just mountain seer time from now until never. It never ends. Never ends. Okay, so $49 for that. I spent $10.14, so I did spend up a bit, and that was at a place called Defiance Thrift. I don't know why. And they did have a very nicely curated batch. It was not overstuffed like a lot of places. And this one, I had never found either, nor was I even on the lookout, because like, when was I gonna find Emmanuel Ungaro? Ungaro, y'all have heard of that? Unfortunately, they did write the price on the inside of most things. Since they didn't have it inside the Missoni, that's why I assumed it was only $6, because they said everything's $6 if it doesn't have it written. That says 10, that's how much I paid for it. So 10.14 was the average again. I'm guessing this may also be vintage, because I don't think they have this Emmanuel by Emmanuel Ungaro label anymore. It's a size 6/40. So 6 US, 40 European. It's a gorgeous wrap skirt in 100% lightweight, very soft, very fine wool. Yes, this is wool, guys. And it's gorgeous. Gorgeous condition. It has snaps inside. This is a true wrap skirt. You are gonna flash some people a la Maren Morris if you're not careful in this. It's got the hook and eye and everything. All the girls who grew up in high school and college in the 90s, or women for that matter, remember clutching your wrap skirts, right? It's beautiful. It is so beautiful, so soft, and it's 100% wool. I've talked a lot about it. I'm gonna list it for $59. The ASP was $39, and the sell-through rate, again low, 7%. I paid $10.14. Love it. Okay, let me pull out the last item I got at that particular thrift store. It's probably the better of the three as far as sell-through rate and everything goes. It's at the bottom. Here it is. It's Arc'teryx, a brand you'll probably know. I don't know what is written in. She said it was 10. I said, okay. It's an XXL, and it's an Arc'teryx performance material, navy blue. It's darker than the camera is picking up. Navy blue top. It's a hidden button front. Actually, it snaps. And this particular one's not made anymore. That's a little bitty snag. Can't even really see it. Here's the Arc'teryx logo, but they often do this whole subtle branding thing. That's a little like skeleton dinosaur lizard thing. I don't know what it's supposed to be honest. I just know if you see that, grab it. Whether it's a hat, a shirt, pants, shorts, it's likely to sell, and sometimes for pretty good money. Hat I sold for like over $50. I can't remember how much exactly. I'll put it here so you can see. Even a pretty thrashed pair of Arc'teryx shorts I'll put here that sold. Arc'teryx. This is called the Skyline short sleeve shirt, and it has an ASP of $58, 100% sell-through rate. You heard me say I'm not going to have 100% sell-through rate. None were listed, okay? Some people had these listed for like over $100. That's not even how much it cost brand new, or maybe it was like they were pricing it like it was brand new, even when they were pre-owned. I'm gonna price mine for $79, and I'm hoping it flies out of the shelves. I'm gonna put it right here over on the stack to remind me to get that thing listed now. Next one is also a good one. It's probably the best one. Should I save it for last? You saw a peek, you saw it in the thumbnail. I'm gonna save it for a few more because I don't want all the most exciting things to be up front, right? So now I'm gonna start showing you the dollar items, okay? Dollar items, and then we'll come back to the third stop, which was this place where I got a few really good things too. Actually, this isn't $1. At the place where there were dollar items, I bought 3 full price things. This one is Good American, and I did pick it up because it's a larger size at a size 16. It's the Good Legs brand. I know white jeans aren't selling right now, but they will eventually. And it's a skinny leg. Beautiful condition. I saw nothing wrong with it. I'll find something when I'm photographing because that's the way it goes. And Good American, I was hoping was still a good brand to pick up because things change. And it did take me a while to sell 1 pair of Good American. I know that. And the retail price is $139. ASP is $29. Sell-through rate 13%. Again, it's not white jeans season anymore. I look at that as being like anytime after, Easter. You can wear white after Easter. Cost of goods, $6.52, and I'm gonna list them for $38. Okay, here's the other thing that I didn't spend $1 on in that store. There's one more actually after this. This is a pair of Spanx Stretch Twill straight leg pants. And I did hear that the skinny ones aren't doing well anymore, but this is the straight leg. I've heard just from one reseller I was watching this morning. Her name is Gloria. Via Glow is the channel. I think she's from the same area as me because when she was showing her Goodwill outlet, it looked the same. Here's Spanx. It is a size extra large. So again, picking it up because it was on the larger size side. It is sort of a really light faded green, cargo pockets, you know, a little bit more going on than your usual straight leg pants. I thought it would be good for fall. The ASP is $28, sell-through rate 23%. So now we're getting at a sell-through rate where I want to be a little bit more, at least 25. Over 30 is really, you know, I'm probably going to grab it if the price is right. And anything higher than that, amen, right? Retails for $128. I'm going to list mine for $35, and I did spend $9.78. I could have just averaged out my cost of goods with everything, and then it would have been a lot lower for everything. But I wanted to keep the dollar items at $1 just so I remembered. Okay, the other item is already packed away. So I'm going to just show my listing here. It is a Tory Burch Sport. And this is the second time I've found Tory Sport. The first time it sold pretty well. It was a hooded sweatshirt and it sold quickly. So this is more of their athleisure type stuff because this is a sweater. This is a very cute varsity Letterman style sweater. It is the striped Letterman crew and it's got love. Isn't that cute? I only found red and blue ones listed. I did not see these blue ones listed, but there was a little flaw. I'll show it here. It's a little bitty bleach spot on the back, on the lower back. So I'm hoping that that doesn't hurt things. I listed it lower as a result. The ASP is $42. I'm gonna list mine for $49. And the cost of goods, $8.69. The sell-through rate was 25%. It's $148 retail. Just because something retails high does not mean it's going to resell high. All right, you see that that is selling for, on average, about 1/3 of what it retailed for. But not everything. Not everything's going to do that. And I'll be going over some brands with you that are just like that. We'll go with this first one, which was on the dollar rack. So everything else was on the dollar rack in this store. This store was in Carbondale. It's called Lulu's Thrift. And this is one of those brands that's high retail, does not resell, probably to give a damn. I probably shouldn't have picked up this dress in that case, but it was $1. It was a Cynthia Stuffy, size 4. And it's this black with white lace overlay dress. On the model photo, that girl has no boobies, and I think it's gonna work really well for someone with no boobies because it's like an empire waist, and there's the empire waist. So if you've got some, it's gonna pop out. Don't do that. There's no straps. There's not even connections for straps, but there is that little sticky inside to help the no boobie girls out. All right, so it's a little mini dress. There are some listed. I was hoping it would be a little bit more unique. I'm gonna put keywords like homecoming and formal because you could dress this up very easily. It's also a great wedding guest dress. Let me go back to my drafts as I haven't listed this yet. And I'm going to list it. It's called the Trudy Eyelet Lace Dress. The ASP super low at $16. And this was not for this specific dress. It was just for Steffi dresses overall. 4% sell-through rate. See, I shouldn't have picked it up. Spent $1.08. I'm going to list it for $45 and take an offer. But it is really cute, great condition. So what's wrong, guys? Why? Okay, so I wanted to, yeah, I'm gonna hang up the things that thinking out loud. All right, this next item, totally different type of item. This is a Helly Hansen. It's a good brand of active gear, like ski and snow, cold weather gear especially. Look for the HH Helly Hansen. Here is the inside tag. Size extra large, and this is a base layer. This is like, might look like long johns or tights to you. It is a nice base layer to keep you warm when you're in a really cold temps. Let's see, what's it made of? Polypropylene. That sounds terrible. Polypropylene sounds like something you do not want to put on your body, but I have noticed that higher end brands, higher end fabrics are made with polypropylene a lot. So I'm guessing it is somehow better than regular old plastic, like polyester. Excuse me. So Helly Hansen, I have found that not everything is going to sell well with that brand, so maybe look it up. Base layers for $1.08, that's pretty good. So I'm going to list it for $25. The ASP is $22, sell-through rate 22%, so I'm okay with that. Definitely okay with that. Larger size, extra large, love it. All right, this next item is something I probably, again, shouldn't have picked up, and I wouldn't have picked up if I had comped it, except for it was $1. It's always so hard to pass up on $1, or if you're at the bins, right? And it's so cute, right? Look at these little crabs, little green crabs. And you might be able to guess what brand it is. It's not Vineyard Vines. It's Lily Pulitzer. This is the Palm Beach fit, size 6. Out of season right now, but white capri pants. And I've had a hard time selling Lily Pulitzer. Why? I mean, doesn't everybody sell Lily Pulitzer pretty quickly? Not me. Not picking up the right things, I guess. But at $1.08, I wanted to get these. They are the Palm Beach fit, I said, right? Yeah. I guess I didn't grab a sell-through rate and ASP on these because I didn't write it down, but I'm going to list them for $25. Next one, okay, more in season now, but a very tiny size, size 27. It's an Anthropologie. It's the brand. It's not, it's just by Anthropologie. And these cute cargo full-length pants with this detail and this embroidery. Even cuter embroidery over here, in my opinion. It's got some flowers. These are the Austin embroidered utility pants. I've got two cups going on. And there were quite a few of those listed. Again, didn't write down the ASP. I don't know what's wrong with me there. Oh, I think I know why. On both of those, I wasn't finding solds in eBay, which is where I get the average sold price and where I get the sell-through rate. So I was looking on Poshmark, and you'll see my comps are going to be from Poshmark, and they don't provide you with that math, and they also don't limit what they show you to 90 days, I don't believe, and they don't give you a count. It's not possible for me to do the math on that. I'm going to list them for $29 based on the comps that I saw and based on my size and what's available. And, you know, I always leave room for about a 20% off offer because my Posher VA sends out 20% off after somebody has liked an item. I do wait until the item has been listed for a couple days. This next is something I would never pick up. Chico's size 00 if it wasn't for $1 and it wasn't new with tags. That's a US size 2, very small size. The women who shop Chico's, a lot of them are older women and having a hard time fitting into their size 2s anymore. So the larger sizes tend to be better. This was full price, $65. They're called the Perfect Stretch pants, and they're in a nice khaki, but brand new with tags, dollar rack Chico's. I'll take a chance on them. Let's see, did I have? Yes, I did have an ASP of $22, and that was for new. Sell-through rate was less than 10%, 9.3, and I'm gonna list mine for $30. This dollar item was a nice surprise because it's a brand I think I've seen, but I have not picked up before, Mage, or maybe I did pick it up once because it does look familiar. It's a size 40, and that sizing is exactly why I decided to grab it, because I went, you know, that's European sizing. A lot of times the European brands, especially at a place that seems to have a lot of higher end stuff, is going to be higher end too. And it looked like great quality. It's a nice career dress. That's what I would call this, especially if it was Calvin Klein. But it also does have this puff sleeve and this V-neck, so you could wear this, you know, at a cocktail party and dressed up with some fancy jewelry. It is pretty short, so maybe it's not best for a career. And it's a gorgeous color blue. So all that going for it. And I looked up, the ASP is $47 for this brand of dress. Sheath dresses is what I looked up. Sell-through rate's 10%. I'm gonna list mine for $79. And that is a bit higher than the ASP, but I based it also on the average listing price and the fact that I didn't see anybody else having this dress, and I think it's a gorgeous color. Oh yeah, I need to hang that up. I forgot pants are going over there. This next one is more of a basic item, and it's a brand, it's hit or miss for me, Bowden. It is a UK brand, so a lot of times they're gonna have the UK size first. Be careful of that. This is a US 8 petite, and this is the classic chino, is what it's called. It's navy. I think that's like obvious. And it really is kind of a basic. Again, it was $1. I'm gonna list this for $25. The ASP is 16 and the sell-through rate's just over 10% right now. I'm gonna list words like normcore and capsule wardrobe and classic and career and preppy. Bowden to me is a very preppy brand. Pants are typically pretty easy to list. All right, what do I have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4 more things. And everything else I'm going to show you. So that's everything from Lulu's. Now the last items, we're going back to Glenwood Springs and we're going to Community Thrift. This place was not so curated and not priced. They had prices for categories. but it was also like, unless it's a designer brand or whatever. So it was really kind of up to the lady working the front, and she's very reasonable. She also looked a little hungover at the time. I get it. I get it. We all have good evenings, or maybe she was feeling poorly. I don't know. I'm not judging in any way. But this is the first item I picked up from there. And this was, I actually found two of these. The other one was in Denver. This one is Smart Wool size medium, and it's a base layer. And I do believe it's men's based on the sizing, you know, medium. It's another base layer, and you look for this little guy with his hat, and he's got little, he's bright, he's smart, Smart Wool. This is merino wool. Not all Smart Wool I think is made of wool, but, so look that up. But it is merino wool, and that's gonna keep you nice and toasty. I don't know who these people are that get this cold, because you put me in one of these, and then put a shirt on top, or a sweater, and then a jacket, and then put me on some skis, I'm sweating like a pig before I even start going down the slopes. I've only taken lessons. Lessons are hard, because then they make you like climb back up the little bitty slope and then go back down again, because all the kids are using the little treadmill thingy. I'm like, I want to use that. I have to do this like 1,000 times. Okay, so Smart Wool base layer. I knew when I went to Colorado I was going to be able to find some of the stuff that I can't find in Texas, and I miss being able to find. Smart Wool. It's the midweight 250 base layer merino wool crew neck shirt, and the ASP is $28. I paid $4.74 each for the items I'm about to show you, so less than $5. And the sell-through rate, 69%, highest sell-through rate yet, right? Highest sell-through rate item. This thing that she looked at it and went, yeah, I'm not going to charge you much for this thing, right? So, but it's a good item, and it really is in good condition. I need to get all that pet hair off for sure. Half of it's probably mine, and the lint. So I'm going to list mine for $40. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4 more things that I got at this store. This one is a brand I had not heard of before, Emile Lafaurie. I'm doing my best. Gorgeous, gorgeous orange color. It's not quite pumpkin, it's not quite burnt. It looks a little more pumpkin on the camera, but it's a little more muted in person. It's a men's crew neck sweater in this beautiful soft fabric. I thought, oh, this has silk in it. I think it's 100% cotton, but it felt so soft that I knew it had to be a good brand. 100% cotton. Made in Italy, another indication of something good. Not everything, y'all. They have their dollar stores too, I'm sure. So be careful there. But if I'm finding a made in Italy item in the United States, you know, probably not a dollar store item or a Shein, which comes from China or whatever. Emile. But I think this is one of those brands that's like, you know, really nice, really expensive, but no one knows that they should be spending a lot of money on it. I didn't find a sell-through rate on it. $38 is what I'm going to spend. I mean, what I'm going to charge. Guys, I love it. It's so soft. I love to wear men's shirts and sweaters when they fit, but their sleeves are always so long. Okay, this is going to go in with the pants because I'm going to do it on the flat lay board. All right, I'll do the best item, and then I've got 2 more that are good, but I'm not going to save this one for last. I'll go ahead and show you now. This is Stella McCartney. This sweater retailed for over $1,100, and I paid $4.74. Look. It's so gorgeous. I love it. It's got polar bears on it. I mean, they just look like regular bears, but I've seen polar bears. I've seen this in a gray print with a gray, well, just a gray background. And I saw a runway photo and a Liv Tyler photo. This is a sweater dress. little bit short for me to be wearing as a dress, but some girls can pull it off, especially if you like pair it with some tall boots. I don't know if I have a material tag and size tag readily available to me or whether I figured it out, but I will be sizing this thing there. Oh, here it is. It's like way up in there. It's a size 44, which if the 40 was a 6 is probably a 10. It is alpaca and lana wool. I don't know what lana wool is. It doesn't say lambs, so I'll look that up. Maybe that's, I don't know. But I love it. It's beautiful, and I paid $4.74 for it. I did look on WorthPoint to see what one has sold for, because that was the only one I could find that had sold. And it sold for $301. It was the gray one though. And I didn't see but one listed. It was listed for $125. I'm gonna look at the size comparison, and if mine's a little bit larger, I may raise it. But for now, I'm gonna say I'm gonna list it for $125 as well. So that was really exciting. 2 more things. Hang in there. Don't leave me just because I showed you the best thing. This technically the best thing could be the Arc'teryx and the Smart wool, which actually had sell-through rates that were pretty good. Okay, this one is something that was like a must-have when it came out, was this Babaton, and I think they're still selling it. There's like Babaton ribbed, very stretchy, and what's the word I want to look for? Structured. It's got the square net and it's cropped, but it's not there's like different lengths. This is the longer length of crop. Babaton, that's an Aritzia brand. This is the Sculpt Knit Square Neck Cropped Ribbed, yeah, they still sell it. And this is black. Again, not a sell-through rate. Guess I didn't find any on eBay, but I did find plenty sold on Poshmark, and I'm gonna list it for $25. Sometimes when they're still selling it on their site, that's good because people are looking for a deal. And then sometimes it's like not so good because they're still selling it on their site, and it's $58 retail, so someone's not going to spend too much, or else they just go buy it retail, right? Last item in this batch of stuff from my Colorado trip is a Barber shirt. Now, you may have heard of a Barber jacket, Barber coat. It's kind of used more as a style these days than an actual, but Barber's actually a brand, and they do those, like, they just look like chore coats or plain canvas jackets that you'd wear on a blustery day, but somehow people know you're wearing an expensive coat. This is a style I didn't really see much of. It's the Gretna check shirt, and it's got this straight bottom, which kind of indicates to me that you would wear it more untucked, like maybe a shacket. And it's also a thicker weave. It's got the herringbone and then the window pane check. Super duper soft. I haven't said super duper in a while. And this is $140 retail. I'm gonna list it for $49. Not too bad for something I got for less than $5. It's really soft. It's the tailored fit. Let me see if I can figure out what it's made of. It's also a US large. I think this is a UK brand, Barbour. It's one of those classic things people in the Northeast US wear. It's organic cotton. That's what it's made of. Very nice, soft, organic cotton. So I'm gonna add up everything. I spent everything I think this could sell for. It'll be like, whoo, an amazing number, but I know in my heart that I will be making deals with people. Some things will sell outright, I hope. I'm gonna hang on to that Stella McCartney at $125 for a while. I may not even allow offers. We'll see. Guys, if you are new to my channel, I do what sold every day or two. and I do thrift hauls a little bit more sparingly. I think the what solds are great for seeing what's actually selling and how much for, and I share my profits with you and everything. So if you are not subscribed, click subscribe so you can be notified next time that I post a video. Well, actually it'll just show up on your subscription page. If you want to be notified, click the bell. Right now, if you could click that like button, that thumbs up, that would greatly help me out, help out my little baby channel, and maybe it'll grow and other people will see that I've got some good finds here to share, good brands. And I like to say at the end, because it's all about, if we're resellers, it's all about getting listing, just keep listing. Bye y'all.